My name is Lenz, and recently I'm into baking and started this brand called Wonder Bake with a good friend of mine. I think making bread is something that is simple in a way, but what I'm doing right now, we use natural yeast. It's more time consuming in a way, and I can't mass produce. Why do I want to do bread? It's something that I feel is essential. You only take very simple ingredients to make: water, salt, flour, and a lot of time. Time in terms of waiting, and time in terms of experimenting, and time in understanding how everything comes together. Especially for sourdough, it's not like a recipe where you follow the instructions and stuff like that, and then you can produce the similar result. It's something that you have to observe every different step, and then you have to understand a lot of steps will affect the end result. It's not easy, but it's not impossible. Why sourdough? Because I like to eat bread. During COVID, kind of trapped at home, right? I was asking myself, hey, since I like to eat bread, why don't I make my own bread? A lot of people told me that it's very hard to make. Then I was asking myself, maybe I can try to make. It's like crusty outside, chewy on the inside, healthier, and I love it. I realized that yes, it's really challenging because there's so many factors that will fail. Yeah, I just wanted to give myself a challenge. I failed many times. So at the end, I managed to do it and I was very happy. I started selling plain sourdough first. To me, it's a blank canvas. After a while, I also get bored, right? So I was thinking, hey, maybe I should do some flavors. So my first flavored sourdough was garlic cheese. I love it. I just wanted to share with my friends and family. They also love it. So flavors are created in a way that I love it. As I go, it also becomes a challenge. Meanwhile, I'm still experimenting. I hope to have more crazy ideas. Maybe every month, every 2 months, I'll experiment and I'll share it with my friends and my customers. You can't satisfy everybody. Everybody has their own expectation. But first of all, I think you have to meet your own expectation, and then you constantly push your own expectation up and trying to exceed. I think that's more important. I think it's more like a distraction of my separation with my ex-wife, but I didn't do it because I want to forget about the past. But it did take away some thoughts and moving on in terms of what I want to achieve. It makes me move forward, rather than back. I think it's always about the learning process. Pressure and stress, there will be a little bit, but it's all manageable. I think definitely this COVID or circuit breaker has changed me a lot. I kind of reflected and felt that I don't have a physical skill. I cannot tattoo, I cannot cook as a professional chef. I can't cut people's hair, I cannot be a hairstylist. So I have nothing. So I wanted to pick up a skill. And then of course, baking comes to my mind because these are stuff that I like to eat. I think in 2020, the best thing that has happened to me is baking. And I met a lot of passionate individual, very driven people in the industry. I definitely felt very inspired. I changed my perspective of running a business. Last time I used to think about being niche and doing things that I want to do to a certain crowd. But right now, I want to do something that's for the masses, but in a tasteful manner. I still try to improve, and I become more determined and focused in trying to achieve that. I have to be patient, and I don't want to make it a point that I'm just doing it for money or stuff like that. I just want to enjoy the whole process. So hopefully one day I can be able to share my experience with more people on the success of what I do. That's my ultimate goal moving on. My name is Lenz from Wonder Bake, and this is my passion project.